Hi, I'm Jason Thoms, and I'm running for North Dakota House from District 7. I wanted to do a short video here about a question that someone has asked me, and the question is, what are your opinions on public libraries and book bans across the state? Before I answer the question, if you could like this video and subscribe to this channel so you can continue to follow my progress as I go towards the November election, that would be great. Libraries are vitally important to our community. In fact, libraries have been an important part of our communities for over a century. When the Carnegie Libraries were starting to be created, they made a difference in the communities across America. The libraries have been important parts of our gathering and maintaining and safeguarding knowledge for millennia, all the way back into the ancient world. Libraries and librarians are important parts of our community. When it comes to people who are upset about libraries or upset about what they can find in a library, to me it's kind of mind-boggling, because you can find everything that's in a library somewhere else, especially today when we have the internet. How much things can you find on the internet that you don't like? Well, there might be some things in the library you don't like. You don't have to read them. That's the neat part about a library. You can check out the books that you find interesting. When it comes to the idea of banning books, though, that's problematic. Because just because you don't like the information or knowledge that might be shared doesn't mean that it's not appropriate for someone else, or maybe not appropriate for people in your community. Our librarians are people who know more about our community and the reading of our community than you do. And so our librarians are people who are trusted, they're educated, they go through a whole process of understanding the importance of various types of literature and books. And they work to create a well-rounded and vital experience for anyone who comes in. Now, I also think libraries are important because they're a safe space. There are many folks, when you go to the library, who may not have home. They may have a very limited ability to go on the internet. There's folks there who just need a place to be safe and warm and have an opportunity maybe to read a book or just to be in a community space. There's also so many kids who come to a library and are there after school to get their homework done, to find something interesting and new to read. I've been reading a variety of books. Well, when I say reading, I've been listening to a variety of books because I travel around the state so much. And in the last year, I've listened to The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, and I've also been listening to 1984 by George Orwell. Both these books encounter book bans in them. And both of these books are about these totalitarian places. The Book Thief is World War II, and George Orwell's book is about, well, a future that could happen. Banning books doesn't make that knowledge go away. Saying something is not allowed to happen doesn't mean it's not happening. Banning books is a way to try to put your own philosophy on everyone else, and I think that goes against the idea of community and of our country. Our country is about freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, freedom to do the things that we want to do ourselves. I always kind of laugh when I see a "Don't Tread on Me" flag, because I tend to find out the people that say "Don't tread on me" are trying to tread on me because they don't maybe like the way I think about something. There's a story that many of us have heard, but not everyone, I guess. And that is an allegory from Plato. It's called The Cave. There's a man who's sitting in a cave, and he's kind of chained up. He's stuck there. He can't move, but he can look at one wall that's in front of him. And there's a light shining on that wall from behind him, and he sees shadows moving around on that wall. And he's been doing that for his entire life. and he finds some of these shadows scary, and some of these shadows are exciting and fun. But that's the only thing he's ever seen, are these shadows on the wall and the sounds around him. One day, he actually is able to get up and out of his chains. And he walks outside and he sees where the light is shining from. And he sees the things that have been making the shadows. And then he starts to see the world around him. And he realizes that he was only seeing a reflection of very few things, and that the world had a great deal more to offer. To me, that is what a library helps us do. It helps us to move away from closed, single vision images of our world, and helps us to better understand our place in a wider world. I think parents who say, well, my kids can't read that book, or this book should be banned, or this knowledge is not good, they're helping their child to reflect on shadows on a wall. And the only way that someone will say, I like the shadows better than the world, is to get an opportunity to see the world first. And so I think libraries are really important. I think book bans make no sense at all. And I think librarians are heroes in our community who work and strive to make our community an open and beautiful place. And so I think you should support your library. I think you should get a library card. And even if you don't like reading books, there are so many things that are happening, especially in our Bismarck and our Mandan libraries. There are community classes, workshops. You can learn how to knit. You can learn about a variety of different things. There's discussions. There's music. A library is a community center that makes our community better. Thank you for listening. If you are able to vote and you're in District 7, please consider voting for me in November. Thank you.